I want to get to signifies the fruit of America. All these women, each represent a different country the United States has influence or power in, and they're all women. The only one that don't have style and is at a minimum is the black one. You see what she's sitting on? To the point that they crystallized marijuana like crack. A gram will cost you like $7,000. Who max incarceration for that drug? Oh, her son. Wake up. Let's talk about revolution. Run, 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 run. So, according to Judy, all day, baby, because I feel that black power is the key to liberation, true liberation, not just the physical, in and out. So, I was sitting here, and I've touched on immigration. People might be touchy about that, but I'm just saying I can't take immigration personal, even though it is a personal issue to me, because I was raised as an immigrant child. But I can only think about what it is. The people that get affected, the majority, Black America, get affected by those immigration. I'm gonna say it. It's controversial, but it is what it is. Immigrant abuse on Americans. What is immigrant abuse on Americans, Judy? I've never heard that. When immigrants come across the border, like they did in such volume that it costs the American economy to have to get the largest sum amount of money that wasn't budgeted or expected to because it just happened. That's a fraction that affects Black America, because our resources is what they're going to cut for that. Education, Social Security, healthcare, community safety, among other things, and other things are going to go up. So that's that with immigration. I feel like we need to be fair on that, and we need to walk on a mutual line. Enforce the border laws. Don't put the kids out in camps. Don't do that. That's inhumane, because the image you're putting in for the kid. But you know what you can do? You can unite the families with their children and send them back and give them the information, application, and make sure that they put the paperwork in that they need to wait for their due process. We can do that. And the money that we've been spending on the concentration camp, or like, no, I can't even say that because it's going to defeat the purpose. But we can use some of the money to put into the judicial system for them, because we don't have immigration judges and lawyers. We can invest in that instead of investing in the prisons. But they got to work with us. They got to help us help them. So that's for that. Also, freedom of choice matters. And I'm not talking about freedom of choice for Planned Parenthood and abortion clinics promoting promiscuous. I'm talking about freedom of choice matters. My freedom of choice to be a heterosexual female matters. A man's freedom of choice to be a heterosexual man matters. When you're forcing your sexuality on somebody to the point that they feel uncomfortable, that's sexual abuse on that person. Yeah, I said it for real, because there's a lot of men and women that pray. They see, oh, this person is having a bad time. They've gone through this, that, and that. So I'm going to pray on them, make them feel okay, so then I can force them to be with me. Like, no, freedom of choice matters. Police brutality. Black lives matter. Real talk. Racism. Black lives matter. You guys, we want to do something about accountability with racism and police brutality. Let me separate that. With police brutality, we take those police officers, we hold them accountable, because they're committing all this police brutality, and suits are filing, and when the suits get paid, it's us, the inflicted, that is paying that money for the victim who got inflicted by the police. So we should make the police pay for that, not the American government. How would you do that? Oh, take it out their check. Take it out their pension. The first offense. The second offense, that you have a racial issue, that you take their pension completely and you suspend them from the force. And not just that, nobody in your family can apply to work in government jobs and work it within that level. And if you're serious about it, hit me up, because I got a lot of ideas on the different disciplines for how many amount of actions and how many times actions have been done that you should be penalizing them. So hit me back on that. Now let's hit the racism. Racism. Corporations are very racist towards us as a people. How we hold them accountable? I say that we hold the corporations accountable through the unions. How you do that? Because the unions also part of the problem with the police. Because since the unions back their laborers wrong or right, it makes it harder for them to get disciplined or fired. You know what? Unions hold your members accountable. If you know that they've been accused of racial profiling and unjust against a member, or the member is committing the action, hold them accountable for that. Let them know. Take care of that internally. Penalize them as well. The corporations, same difference, because you got corporations and you got unions. And I'm saying unions because the regular laborer who doesn't have a union, you don't have voice in the corporation world. So the ones that do have a voice in the corporation world is the unions. So they also need to hold their workers accountable. And then the workers and the unions hold the corporations accountable. That's what I'm talking about. People need to get on that level. Let's get at that. But that puzzle was dope. I know that brain tease. I love them. I got a lot of subliminals. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. Never surrender. Ain't no holding me down.